Bring up, Grey Mountain! Take thy sport to an enemy!
Yet better thus, and known to be content, than still content and flattered. To be the worst, the lowest and most dejected thing of fortune, stands still in esperance, lives not in fear. The lamentable change is from the best, the worst returns to laughter. Welcome, then, thou unsubstantial air that I embrace. The wretch that thou hast blown unto the worst owes nothing to thy blasts.
To be thy own, but who comes here?
My father, hearty I. Woe, woe, oh woe!
Oh my good lord, I've been your tenant in your father's tent for many years.
Good man, get thee gone. Thy comforts can do me no good at all, and thee they may hurt.
You cannot see your way.
I have no way, therefore want no eyes. I stumbled when I saw. Oh, my poor son Edgar, the food of thy abused father's wrath. Might I but see him again in my touch, I would say I had eyes again.
Hello! Who's there?
Oh, gods! Who is it can say I am at the worst? I'm worse than ever I was. And worse I may be yet. The worst is not, so long as we can say this is the worst.
Brother, where goest?
Is that a beggar man?
Madman, and beggar too.
He must have good reason, else he could not beg. I pray you, for old time's sake, get thee hence a mile or twain, on the way to Dover, and for old ancient love, bring back some covering for this poor naked soul, which I'll entreat to lead me.
I'll bring him the best herald I have, come out what will.
Prithee there, naked fella.
Our times are cold.
Come hither, man.
Bless thy sweet eyes, they bleed.
Knowest thou the way to Dover?
Both stile and gate, horse swaying, foot pot. Poor Tom hath been scared out of his gold weight. So bless thee, good man, son, from the foul free. So bless thee, master.
Here, and as a purse for thee, he whom the heavens' plagues have humbled to all strokes. That I am wretched makes thee happier. Heaven deals so still. Knowest thou the way to Dover?
Aye, master.
There is a cliff, whose high and bending head looks fearfully on the confined deep. Take me but to the brim of it, and I will end the miseries you bear with something rich about me. From that place I shall know leading need.
Give me thy arm. Poor Tom shall lead thee.
Welcome, my lord. I marvel our mild husband not met us on the way. Now, where's your master?
Madam, with him, but never was man so changed. When I told him of the army that was landed, he smiled at it. And I told him you were coming, his answer was the worst. Of Gloucester's treachery and the loyal service of his son. When I informed him, he told me I turned the wrong side up and called me sot. What most he should dislike seems pleasant to him, what might offence him.
Then shall you go no further? It is the cowish terror of his spirit that dares not undertake. Back, Edmund, to my brother. Hasten his musters and conduct his powers. I must change arms at home and give the distaff into my husband's hands. This trusty servant shall pass between us. Wear this. Spare speech. Decline your head. This kiss, if it durst speak, would stretch thy spirit up into the air. Conceive, and fare thee well.
Yours in the ranks of death.
Oh, most dear Gloucester. Oh, the difference of man and man. To thee a woman's service is a due. A fool usurps my bed.
Oh, madam, my lord is coming.
I have been worth the whistling.
Oh, God. You are not worth the dust which the rude wind blows in your face. I fear your disposition. She that herself will sliver and disbranch from her material sap, perforce must wither and come to deadly use.
Text is foolish.
Wisdom and goodness to the vile seem filth savour but themselves. What have you done? Tigers, not daughters! What have you performed? A father and an aged, gracious man, most barbarous, most degenerate, have you maddened? Could my good brother suffer you to do it? A man, a prince by him so benefited? Let the heavens do not their visible spirits send quickly down to tame these vile offences and not come to
Livered man. That bears a cheek for blows, a head for wrongs. Where's thy drum? France spreads his banners in our noiseless land. With plumed helm, thy state begins to threat, whilst thou, a moral fool, sits still and cries, alack, why does he so?
thyself, devil. Proper deformity shows not in the fiend so horrid as in woman.
Oh, vain fool!
Thou changed and self-covered thing, for shame! Be monster not thy feature, were it my fitness to let these hands obey my blood, they are apt enough to dislocate and tear your flesh and bones. Howe'er thou art a fiend, a woman's shape doth shield thee.
Marry your manhood.
What news, my good lord? The Duke of Cornwall's dead, slain by a servant going to put out the other eye of Gloucester.
Gloucester's eyes?
A servant that he bred opposed against the act, bending his knife to his great master. Who the act flew on him and amongst them found him dead, but not without that harmful stroke which since hath plucked him after.
This shows you are above you justices, that these our nether crimes so speedily can avenge. But, oh, poor Gloucester, lost he his other eye?
Both, my lord. This letter, madam, craves a speedy answer. 'Tis from your sister.
One way I like this well, that being widow and my Gloucester with her, may all the building in my fancy pluck for my hateful life. Another way, the news is not so tart. I'll read it out.
Well, where was his son when they did take his eyes?
Come with my lady hither.
He is not here.
No, my good lord, I met him back again.
Knows he the wickedness?
Aye, my good lord. 'Twas he informed against him and quit the house on purpose that the punishment might have the freer course.
Gloucester, I live to thank thee for the love thou showst the king, and to revenge thine eyes. Come hither, friend. Tell me what more thou knowest.
Why the King of France has so sudden gone back? Know you no reason?
Oh, something left imperfect in the state, which imparted to the kingdom so much fear and danger that his personal return was most required and necessary.
Who hath he left behind him, General?
The Marshal of France, Monsieur Lafare.
Did your letters pierce the Queen to any demonstration of grief?
Aye, she took them, read them in my presence. And every now and then an ample tear trickled down her delicate cheek.
Oh, then it moved her.
Oh, not to rage. No. Patience and sorrow strove who could express her goodliest. Sorrow would be a rarity most beloved if all could so become.
Made she no verbal question?
Faith, once or twice she heaved the name of father, panting forth, as if it pressed her heart, cried, "Sisters, sisters! Shame of ladies, sisters!" What? In the storm? In the night? Oh, let pity not be believed! Then away she started, to deal with grief alone.
It is the stars. The stars above us govern our condition, else oneself mate and make could not beget such different issues. You spoke not with her since?
No.
Well, sir, the poor distress of Lear's in the town, who sometime in his better tune remembers what we had come about, and by no means will yield to see his daughter.
Why, good lady?
His own unkindness, that stripped her from his benediction, turned her to foreign casualties, gave her dear rights to his dog-hearted daughters. These things sting his mind so venomously that burning shame detains him from Cordelia.
Ah, poor gentleman.
Of Albany and Cornwall's powers you heard not?
'Tis so, they are afoot.
Well, sir, I will take you to our master Lear and leave you to attend him. I pray you go along with me.
Alack, 'tis he. Why, he was met even now as mad as the vexed sea, singing aloud. Search every acre of the high-grown field and bring him to our eye. What can man's wisdom in restoring his bereaved sense? He that helps him take all my out of worth.
There is means, madam. Our fosterness of nature is repose, the which he lacks, that to provoke in him are many simples operative, whose power will close the eye of anguish.
He aided and remediated in the good man's distress.
News, madam. British pals are marching hitherward.
'Tis known before. Our preparation stands in expectation of them. Oh, my dear father. It is thy business that I go about. Therefore, great France, my mourning and impromptu tears hath pitied. No blown ambition doth our arms incite, but love. Dear love, and our aged father's right. Soon may I see and hear him.
What are my brother's powers, said for?
Aye, madam.
Himself in person, then?
And with much ado, his sister's the better soldier.
Lord Edmund spake not with your lord at home.
No, madam.
What might impart my sister's letter to him?
I know not, lady.
Faith, he is posted hence on serious matter. His great ignorance, Gloucester's eyes being out to let him live. When he arrives, he moves all hearts against us. Edmund, I think, is gone to dispatch his knighted life, moreover to descry the strength of the enemy.
I must needs after him, madam, with my letter.
Our troops set forth tomorrow. Stay with us. The ways are dangerous.
I may not, madam, my lady, charge my duty in this business.
Why might she write to Edmund? Might not you transport her purposes by word? Belike she... Some things... I know not what. I love thee much. Let me unseal the letter.
Madam, I had rather...
Your lady does not love her husband. I am sure of that, and at her late being here, she gave strange oyades and most speaking looks to noble Edmund. I know you are of her bosom.
I know.
I speak in understanding. You are, I know it. Therefore, I do advise you, take this note. My lord is dead. Edmund and I have talked, and more convenient for my hand is he than for your lady's. You may gather more. If you do find him, pray you give him this, and when your mistress hears thus much from you, I pray desire her call her wisdom to her. So fare thee well. If you do chance to hear of that blind traitor, prevent falls on him that cuts him off.
Madam, I would I could meet him. Then I would show what party I would follow.
Fare thee well.
When shall till I reach the top of that same hill.
You do climb up it now. Look how we labour.
Methinks the ground is even.
Horrible steep. Hark! We hear the sea.
No, truly.
Why then, your other senses grow imperfect by your eyes, anguish.
So may it be indeed.
Come, sir, here's the place. Stand still. How fearful and dizzy it is to cast one's eyes so low. The crows and choughs that wing the midway air, so scarce, so gross as beetles. I'll look no more, lest my brain turn and the deficient sight topple down headlong.
Set me where you stand.
Give me your hug. You're now within a foot of the extreme verge.
Let go my hand, friend. Here is another purse. In it, a jewel well worth the poor man's taking. Prosper it with thee. Now, stand you further off. Bid me farewell.
Now fare ye well, good sir.
With all my heart.
Why I do trifle thus with his despair is done to cure it.
O you mighty God, I do renounce this world, and in thy sight shake patiently my great affliction off. If Edgar lives, bless him!
No evil gained. Oh, you, sir, friend, hear you, sir, speak. Thus might he pass indeed. Yet he revives. What are you, sir?
No way. Let me die.
Thou dost breathe. Hast heavy substance. Speakest, bleeds not. Art, sound, attend, mass, and each make not light which thou hast perpendicularly fell. Thy life's a miracle. Speak it again.
Have I fallen or no?
Oh, from the dread summit of this jockey board, look up behind.
I have no eyes. What? It's wretchedness to be denied the benefit to end itself in death?
Give me your arm. So, how is it? Feel you your legs, you stand.
Too well, too well.
This is above all strangeness. Upon the crown of the cliff, what thing was that which parted from you?
It was a bigger man.
Oh, no. It was some fiend. Therefore, thou, happy father, thinkest thou that the clearest gods, who make them honours of man's impossibilities, have preserved thee?
I do remember that now. Henceforth, I shall bear my affliction till it do cry out itself, enough, enough, and die. That thing you speak of, I took it for a man. 'Twould say, the fiend. He led me to that place.
Bear free and patient thoughts. But who comes here? The safer sense will never come lay this master of us.
No, they cannot touch me for coining. I am the king himself.
Oh, thou side-piercing sight.
Nature is above art in that respect. Here's your press money. That fellow handles his bowl like a croaky for Tremere Clothius yard. Oh, look, a mouse with a piece of this piece of toasted cheese will do it. Ooh, there's my gauntlet. I'll prove it on a giant. Well flown, bird. In the cloud, in the cloud. Give the word.
Sweet marjoram.
Pass.
I know that voice.
This Goneril with a white beard. They flattered me like a dog. Told me I had white hairs in my head. Here I had the black ones. To say I and no in everything I said. Saying I and no true was no good divinity. But when the rains came to wet me, and the wind to make me chatter, when the thunder would not peace at my bidding, there I found them. There I smelled them out. Go to. They are not men of their word. They told me I was everything. It was a lie. I am not ague-proof.
That trick of the voice, I do remember. It's not the king.
Aye. Every inch a king. When I do stare, see how the subject quakes? I pardon that man's life. What was I called? Oh, adultery. Thou shalt not die. Die for adultery! No. The wren goes with the small gilded fly doth lecher in my sight. Let the copulation thrive! And Gloucester's bastard son was kinder to his daughters than my kinder to his father. And my daughters got between the lawful shits. Oh, go to it, pell-mell! For I lack soldiers. I lack soldiers. The Fichu, the solid horse, go to it with them all right, this appetite, down below. They are sentinels. Women all above, but to the girdle do the gods inherit. All the rest, down below, is the fiends. There's hell. There's darkness. There's a sulphurous pit. Burning, scalding, stench, corruption. Fire! 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 Give me an ounce of civet, good apothecary. Sweeten my imagination. There's money for me.
Let me kiss thy hand.
Let me wipe it first. Mortality.
A ruined piece of nature that the world would so wear out to naught. Dost thou not know me?
I remember thine eyes well enough. Dost thou squinny at me? Read thou this challenge, mark by the penning of it.
Were all thy latest sons I could not see.
I would not take this from report. It is, and my heart breaks at it.
Read.
What? A case of eyes?
Art thou there with me? No eyes in your head, no money in your purse. Yet you see how this world goes, huh?
I see it feelingly.
What? I'm mad. A man may see how this world goes with no eyes. Look with thine ears. See how yon justice rails upon yon simple thief. Hark with thine ear. Change places and handy-dandy. Which is the justice, which is the thief? Oh, thou hast seen a farmer's dog bark at a beggar.
Oh, aye, sir.
I've seen a creature run from the curb.
Aye.
There, thou mayest see the great image of authority. A dog's obeyed in office. Thou rascal beetle, hold that bloody hand! Why dost thou lash that whore? Strip thine own back! Thou hotly lust to use her that kind for which thou whipp'st her! Through tattered clothes, great vices do appear. Robes and fur gowns hide all. Plate singed with gold, and a strong lance of justice hurtless breaks. Armored in rags, and a pygmy straw doth pierce it. Get thee glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician seem to see the things that thou dost not.
Oh, matter and impertinency, mixed reason and madness.
If thou wilt read my fortunes, take my eyes. I know thee well enough. My name is Gloucester. I must be patient. We came crying hither. Thou knowest, when we first smelt the air, we wail and cry.
Alack the day.
We cry that we are come to this great stage of fools. Oh, this is a good hat. It were a delicate strategy to shoe a troop of horse with felt. I'll put it to proof. When I have stolen upon these son-in-laws, they kill!
Oh, thank you. Lay hands on.
No, that's you! What? A prisoner? I'm even a natural fool of fortune. Use me well. You shall have ransom. Give me surgeons. I am cut to the brains.
You shall have anything.
No! What? No seconds, all myself! And I will die bravely like a smug bridegroom. What? I will be jovial. Come, sirs. I am a king. Masters, know you this?
You are a royal one, and we obey you.
Then there's life in it. If you get it, you shall get it by running.
A sight most pitiful in the meanest rich, past speaking of it a king.
Hail, gentle lady. Do you hear aught, lady, of a battle toward?
Most sure and vulgar. Everyone hears that which can distinguish sound.
But by your favour, how near's the opposition?
Near, and on speedy foot, though that the Queen on special cause is here, her company's moved on.
I thank you, lady.
Oh, ye gentle gods, take my breath from me, and let not my worstest spirit tempt me again to die before you please.
Well, pray you, father.
Now, sir, what are you?
A most poor man made tame to fortune's blows, who by the art of known and feeling sorrows impregnate to good pity. Give me your hand, I'll lead you to some biding.
Hearty thanks, friend. The bounty of benison of heaven to boot and boot.
Ah, proclaim and praise, most happy. Thy old unhappy traitor. Briefly thyself remember, the blade of art that must destroy thee.
Let thy friendly hand put strength to it!
Therefore, folk peasant, darest thou support a public traitor? Hence! Let go of my
I'll
arm.
not let go, sir.
Let go, slave, or thou die!
Good gentlemen, go thy gates and let Porco pass. Nay, come not near the old man. Keep out. I'll be plain with you.
I'll damn him!
I'll pick your teeth, sir. Come. No matter for your voice. Strike, slave.
Slave! Thou hast slain me, villain. If ever thou wilt try, take the letters that finds about me, to Edmund out of Gloucester, and seek him out amongst the English party. Ah, untimely. Yeah.
I know thee well. A serviceable villain, as duteous to the vices of thy mistress as badness would desire.
What has he did?
Sit you down, father, rest you. The papers she speaks of may be my friends. He's dead. To know our enemies' minds, we rent their hearts. The papers is more lawful. Let our reciprocal vows be remembered. You have many opportunities to cut him off. If your will want not, time and place will be fruitfully offered. There is nothing done if he return the conqueror. Then am I the prisoner, and his bed my jail. From the loathed warmth whereof deliver me, and supply the place for your labour, your life, so I would say. Affectionate servant, Goneril. Oh, indistinguished space of woman's will, a plot against her virtuous husband's life, and the exchange my brother. Here in the sands, I'll break up the post unsectified of murderous letters, and in the mature time, with this ungracious paper, strike the sight of the death-practised Duke. For him 'tis well, that of thy death and business I can tell. Come, sir, give me your arm. I'll bestow you with a friend.
The king is mad. How stiff my vile sense that I stand up and have ingenious feeling of my huge sorrow.
No more words away.
O thou good Kent, how can I live and work to match thy goodness? My life will be too short and every measure fail me.
To be acknowledged that it was overpaid.
Better suited, these weeds and memories of those worse hours, I prithee put them off.
Like all they can be nervy not till time and I think peace.
And be it so, my good lady. How thus the king?
Madam, sleep still.
Oh, kind gods, cure this great breach in his abused nature. The untuned and jarring senses are wind up in this child-changed father.
If so please your majesty, though it may wake the king, he has slept long.
Be governed by your knowledge and proceed in this way of your own will. Is he right?
Aye, madam. In the heaviness of sleep to put fresh garments upon him.
Oh, my dear father. Restoration, hang thy medicine on my lips. And let this kiss repair those violent harms that my two sisters and thy reverence made. And do not be their father. His white flakes do challenge pity of them. This is a face to be opposed against the jarring winds, to stand up against the deep red bolted thunder and the most terrible and nimble of quick-crossed lightning. Alack, 'tis wonder that thy life and wits at once had not concluded all. He wakes. Speak to him.
Madam, to you 'tis fittest.
How does your majesty? How fares my royal lord?
You do me wrong to take me out of the grave. Thou art a soul in bliss. I am bound upon the wheel of fire, but mine own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir?
Huh?
Do you know me?
You are a spirit, I know. Where did you die?
Still far wide.
He's scarce awake. Let him alone a while.
Where have I been? Where am I? Fade daylight. Oh, I am mightily abused. I should even die with pity to see another thus. I know not what to say. I will not swear, these are my hands. Let's see. I feel this pinch. Would I were assured of my condition.
Oh, look upon me, sir, and hold your hand in benediction over me. Oh, no, sir, you must not stand.
I pray you do not mock me. I am a very foolish, fond old man. And to deal plainly, I fear I am not in my perfect mind. Methinks I should know you and know this woman, but I am doubtful. For I am mostly ignorant of what place this is, and all the skill I have remembers not these clothes. Nor can I remember where I did lodge last night. pray you, do not laugh at me. As I am a man, I think this lady to be my child Cordelia.
And so I am. I am.
What, be your tears wet? Yes, Faith, I pray you, weep not. If you have poison for me, I will drink it. I know you do not love me. Your sisters have, as I do remember, done me wrong. You have some cause, they did not.
No course. No course.
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
Do not mock me.
Be comforted, good madam. The great rage you see is killed in him. And yet, it's his danger to make him live in all the town is lost. Desire him to go in. Trouble him no more to further Edmund. Will it please your highness?
Be patient. I pray you now. Forgive and forget. I am old and foolish.
This man is certainly miscarried.
This is to be doubted, madam.
Now, sweet lord, you know the goodness I intend upon you. Tell me truly, but then speak the truth. Do you not love my sister?
In honoured love.
But have you never found my brother's way to the forfended place?
No, by mine honour, madam.
I never shall endure her. Good my lord, you're not familiar with her?
Fear not. She and the Duke her husband.
Our very loving sister, well be met. Sir, this I heard. The king has come to his daughter with others whom the rigour of our state forced to cry out. Where I could not be honest, I never yet was valiant. For this business, it touches us as France invades our land, not bold the king with others whom I fear most just and heavy causes make oppose.
Sir, you speak nobly.
Combine together against the enemy for these domestic and particular broils are not the question here.
Let's then determine with the ancient of war on our proceeding.
I shall attend you presently at your tent.
Sister, you'll go with us. No, 'tis most convenient. Pray, go with us. I will go.
Ere your grace had speech with man so poor, hear me one word.
I shall overtake you.
Before you fight the battle, ope this letter. If you have victory, I can produce a champion that will prove what is about it there. When time shall serve, let but the herald cry, and I'll appear again.
Why, fare thee well. I will overlook my paper.
The enemies and you! Draw up your powers. Here is a guess of their true strength and forces by diligent discovery, but your haste is now urged on you.
We will greet the time.
To both these sisters have I sworn my love. Each jealous of the other as the stung are of the adder. Which of them shall I take? Both? One? Or neither? To take the widow exasperates, makes mad her sister Goneril, and hardly shall I carry out my side, her husband being by. Now then, we'll use his countenance for the battle. That being done, let her who would be rid of him devise his speedy taking off. As for the mercy which he intends to Lear and to Cordelia, the battle done and they within our power shall never see his pardon. For my state stands on me to defend, not to debate.
The closing numbers on the markets today, at one point the market fell as if down a well over 700 points. Well, apple shares were just getting hammered this morning.
We're down by between 3 and 4.5% generally across the markets. Let's talk about the speed with which we are watching this market curing. We're led everywhere, essentially, down by 4 to 5%. We're down over 16%. Down at the same time has fallen about 18%. The stock market is now down 21%.
We're now down 43%. Almost everything there completely wiped out. And the Nasdaq, everything and more has been completely wiped out.
The Dow traders are standing there watching in amazement. I don't blame them.
Some officers take them away. Good God! Till their greater pleasures first be known that are to censure them.
We're not the first who with best meaning have incurred the worst. For the oppressed king I am cast down. Myself could else outfrown false fortune's frown. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No, come. Let's away to prison. We two alone will sing like birds in a cage. When thou dost ask of me blessing, I'll kneel and ask of thee forgiveness. Together we'll live and pray and tell old tales and laugh at gilded butterflies and hear poor rogues talk of court news. And we'll talk with them too. Who rises, who falls, who's in, who's out. And we'll take upon us the mystery of things as if we were God's spies. And we'll wear out in our walled prison pacts and sects of great ones that ebb and flow by the moon.
Take them away.
Upon such sacrifices, my Cordelia, the gods themselves throw incense. Have I caught thee? Wipe thine eyes. We'll see him starved first. Come.
What may have happened? Take thou this note. One step I have advanced thee. If thou dost as this instructs thee, thou dost make thy way to noble fortunes. Know thou this, that men are as at times. To be tender-minded does not become a sword. Thy great employment will not be a question. Either say thou'lt do it, or try it by other means.
I'll do it, my lord.
About it, and right happily when thou'st done.
I cannot draw a cart nor eat dried oats. If it be a man's work, I'll do it.
Carry it so as I've set it down.
Sir, you have shown today your valiant strength, and fortune led you well. You have the captives who were the opposite of this day's strife. I do require them of you, so as to use them as we shall find their merits and our safety may equally determine.
Sir, I thought it fit to send the old and miserable king to some retention and appointed guard, whose age had charms in it, whose title more, to pluck the common bosom on his side. With him, I sent the queen, my reason all the same, and they are ready tomorrow, or at further space, to appear where you shall hold your session. The question of Cordelia and her father requires a fitter place.
Sir, by your patience, I hold you but a subject of this war, not as a brother.
That's as we list to grace him. Methinks our pleasure might have been demanded ere you had spoke so far. He hath led our powers for the commission of my place and person, for which immediacy may well stand up and call itself your brother.
And not so hard. In his own grace he doth exalt himself more than in your addition.
In my rights, by me invested, he compeers the best.
That were the most if he should husband you.
Jesters do oft prove prophets.
Holla holla, that eye that told you so looked but a squint.
Lady, I am not well, else I should answer from a full-flowing stomach. General, take thou my soldiers, prisoners, patrimony, dispose of me. The walls is thine. Witness the world that I create thee here, my lord and master.
Mean you to enjoy him?
The let alone lies not in your good
will.
Nor in thine, Lord.
Ah, blooded fellow, yes!
To drum strike and prove my title thine.
Stay yet, hear reason. Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason, and in thy absence, this gilded servant. For your claim, fair sister, I bar it in the interest of my wife, 'tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, contradict your bands. If you will marry, make your loves to me, my lady is bespoke. If none appear to prove upon thy person thy heinous, manifest, and many treasons, here is my pledge. I'll make it on thy heart, ere I taste bread. Thou art in nothing less than I have here proclaimed.
If not, I'll ne'er trust poison.
Here, come here and read out this.
What in the world he is that makes me traitor? Villain like he lies. I shall maintain my truth and honour firmly.
My sickness grows upon me.
She is not well. Convey her to my tent.
If any man of quality or degree will maintain upon Edmund, supposed Earl of Gloucester, that he is a manifold traitor, let him appear.
Ask him his purposes, why he appears.
No, my name is lost. By treason's tooth bear gnawn and canker bit. Yet am I noble as the adversary I come to cope.
Which is that adversary?
What's he that speaks for Edmund, Earl of Gloucester?
Himself. What sayest thou to him?
That if my speech offend a noble heart, thy arm may do thee justice. Here's mine. Thou art a traitor. False to thy gods, thy brother, thy father, conspirant against this high illustrious prince, and from the extremest upward of thy head to the descent and dust beneath thy foot, a most toad-spotted traitor.
In wisdom I should ask thy name, but since thy outside looks so fair and warlike, and since thy tongue, some say breeding breeds, safe and nicely, I might well delay, by rule of knighthood, I disdain and spurn. Should I toss those treasons to thy head, with the hell-hated lie o'erwhelm thy heart?
This is practice, Gloucester! By the law of war, thou wast not bound to answer an unknown opposite! Thou art not vanquished, but imprisoned, and beguiled!
Shut your mouth, dame, or with this paper shall I stop it. Hold, sir. Thou worse than any man, read thine own evil. No tearing, I perceive you know it.
See if I do. The laws are mine, not thine! Who can arraign me for it?
Knowest thou this paper?
Ask me not what I know.
Go after her, she's desperate, govern her!
What you have charged me with, that I have done, and more, much more. 'Tis past, and so am I. But what art thou that hast this fortune on me?
I am no less in blood than thou art, Edmund. My name is Edgar, and thy father's son. The gods are just, and of our pleasant vices make instruments to plague us. The dark and vicious place for thee he got, cost him his eyes.
Thou hast spoken right. 'Tis true. The wheel has come full circle. I am here.
Let sorrow split my heart if ever I did hate thee or thy father.
Worthy prince, I know it.
Where have you hid yourself? How have you
knowing the miseries of your father?
By nursing them, my lord. List a brief tale, and when 'tis told, oh, that my heart would burst. The bloody proclamation that followed me so near taught me to shift into a madman's rags, the semblance of which very dogs disdained. In this habit met I my father, with his bleeding rings, their precious stones new lost, became his guide, led him, begged for him, saved him from despair. Never false revealed myself unto him until some half hour passed. I asked his blessing, and from first to last told him my pilgrimage. But his flawed heart, a lamp too weak the conflicts to support, twixt two extremes of passion, joy, and grief, burst smilingly.
If there be more woeful, hold it in, for I am almost ready to dissolve hearing of this.
Whilst I was speaking, Glenn, came there in one who fastened on my neck and bellowed out as she burst heaven. Through her, on my father, told the most piteous tale of Lear and her that ever ear received, which in recounting his grief grew puissant, and the strings of life began to crack.
But who was this?
Kent, sir, the banished Kent, who in disguise followed her enemy king and did him service improper for a slave. Help! Help! Oh, help! What means this bloody knife?
Oh, it's hot, it smokes. Came even from the heart. Oh, she's dead.
Who dead? Speak, man!
Your lady, sir. Your lady. And her sister by her is poisoned. She confesses it.
This judgment of the heavens that makes us tremble touches us not with pity. Oh, but is this she? The time will not allow the compliment which very manners urges.
I am come to bid my king and master I good night. Is he not here?
Great thing of us forgot! Edmund! Where's the king and where's Cordelia?
Back to life. Quickly send to the castle. For my writ is on the life of Lear and on Cordelia. They sent in time!
Run! Run, oh run!
My lord, who has the commission?
The captain.
Hence thee, boy, alive!
I have commission from thy wife and me to hang Cordelia in the prison and to lay the blame upon her own despair.
The gods defend her. Bear him hence a while.
Oh, you are men of stones! How are your tongues and eyes? How should use them when heaven's vault should crack? She's gone forever. I know when one is dead and when one lives. She's dead as stone. Give me a glass, and if her breath will mist or stain the stone, then she lives. She lives. If it be so, why then it is a chance which doth redeem all sorrows I have ever felt. A plague upon you! Murderers! Traitors! I might have saved her. Now she's gone forever. Cordelia. Cordelia. Stay a while. Sayest thou so? Her voice was ever soft, gentle and low. An excellent thing in a woman. I killed the slave that was hanging there.
'Tis true, my lord. You did.
Did I not, fellow? Who are you? Mine eyes are not of the best. I tell you straight. Are you not Kent?
The same. Your servant Kent. Where is your servant Caius?
Oh, she's a good one, I can tell you that. She's dead and rotten.
No, I am the very same, who from the first of your difference and decay have followed in your sad steps. Your eldest daughters have fordone themselves and desperately are dead.
Aye, so I think.
He knows not what he sees, and vain is it that we present us to him.
Edmund is dead, my lord.
That's but a trifle here. You, lords and noble friends, know our intent. What comfort to this great decay may come shall be applied. For us, we will resign during the life of this old majesty to him our absolute power. You to your rights and such additions as your honours have more than merited. All friends shall taste the wages of their virtue, and all foes the cup of their deservings.
And my poor fool is hanged. No life. Why should a dog, a horse, a rat have life? No breath at all. I'll come no more. Never. I pray you, undo this button. Thank you. Do you see this? Look on her. Look, her lips. Look there. Look there.
Defense, my lord. My lord. Be brave.
Look up, my lord.
Oh, let him pass. Vex not his ghost. He hates him that would upon the rack of this tough world stretch him out longer.
He is gone indeed.
The wonder is he hath endured so long.
Bear them from hence. Our present business is general woe. Friends of my soul, you twain, rule in this realm and the God state sustain.
The weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The oldest have borne most. We that are young shall never see so much. nor live so long.